Because some people when they leave, they expect that as they are coming, everything they have missed, they just they just
Your
continue.
package is waiting.
It's just like you left school, maybe you left GSS 1, you drop out from school in GSS 1, and you stay at home for 3 years, you did not go back to school. By that time your mates are already in GSS 3 or SS 1, and now when you now come back to school, they are already your senior. Maybe you now come back to school, you now join back in GS 1, or maybe well they have message you say okay start from GSS 2. Now your senior, the people that you left where you were living, they already in SS 2 or SS 3 or SS 1, and then now maybe you came late, now say oya pick paper in school. I don't know whether they still do that. And you say what do you mean we not no, you're not mates, you're no longer mates. So you don't expect that since you left they should start like I don't understand. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. Like, everything should start still. So that when you just come and continue. No, things will keep moving. So it is not left for you to decide whether you want to cope with that or not. So 2 mentorships. Number one is it is okay to take a pause or a break. Don't feel guilty. And number two is don't expect that when you come back things will stand still. Things will be on a hold and you just join the train again. No, things have moved. So you just join in where you come. Just join another train and that's it.
Interesting. So just have it in mind that it is okay to take a pause, take a break. Very important. And the one that was funny was to think that everything will start still because you are taking a break. I think that's an icebreaker for this conversation. But then we'll continue with the conversation. Question on my list here. The next question is how can professionals reframe their pause? Maybe due to health or sabbatical issue as a strength in interviews or pitches. Then a part B to that question is how can they reframe these gaps on their resume or CVs?
Okay, so like you said, a lot of things will cause the break. This health, there's nothing you can do about health. When you are not in good health, you are not functional, you are not productive. So you can leave the gap on your CV and wait for interviewers because some interviewers are not really keen about following suit with those gap and analyzing the years and all. But if they ask, you can just tell them it is health issue. Nobody have control over health issues, and I don't think that anybody should use that against anybody because I took 3 years off to take care of myself. Then you think I'm not fit or something. As long as you carry out your medical test and certify me fit, then I'm okay. Now, aside health, which is something that nobody have control over, every other thing I believe that we have control over it. Whether you are out of job, whether you traveled for your masters, came back, there's a gap. So many things, whether you stayed at home, nursing a baby, because I know some women that they will say, okay, for these 5 years, I want to give birth to my 3 children and I want to raise them. Or even 10 years, I want to raise them. I know a particular man that told his wife to resign and raise the children for 10 years and go back to her career. So, what is important is that while you're away, while you are nursing the child or you are a stay at home mom, what are you doing with your time? You might be taking courses, you might be volunteering. There are so many organizations now that you can volunteer for online without you leaving your house. So I believe that whatever it is that took you away from your career for that period, you should be able to find something else you are doing. Volunteering is one thing that will come in handy because it's something that you can do from the comfort of your home. In fact, you can volunteer for international organization from the comfort of your home, from your phone, just with your phone, your laptop, and with that you're getting experience. And also you can learn a trade. You can learn a skill. It doesn't have to be volunteering. You can learn something online. You can learn digital marketing. You can learn web designing. You can even learn fashion designing. You can learn public speaking. You can become a public speaker. You can complete that period. You have a career gap or a career break. Use it productive so that by the time you are coming back to your career, you have something. It doesn't have to be directly related to your career. Because nowadays we think it's only what we do as a career that matters. No. Now employers are looking for soft skills. They even want people that understand digital marketing. You might not be a digital marketer, but they want someone that understands how the digital world works. They want somebody that have a public speaking skill. Maybe you are going to be representing the MD, the ED, and they want somebody that is outspoken that can articulate it, his or her thoughts very well.
Mhm.
So all of these small, small skills that you think, oh, they don't need, is not related to the law I did, and they will not ask me. No, it's actually related. All you need, because I mentioned emotional intelligence the other time. Emotional intelligence is one skill that we overlook. We think it's not technical skill, and so we don't need it. Employers need people who are emotional intelligent. I worked with a lady recently, a bad team player. She kept complaining about everybody she's working with. And she kept saying one thing: they want to take me the credit for my work. They want to take my. He told one guy that you should go and do all the work she did. If you want my glory, you want to take credit, go and do it by yourself. I don't know. You will not move forward the way you are behaving. Teams, teamwork is another skill that people don't understand that we need to learn. You need to understand how to work with other people without being uh, arrogant, without being rude, without sounding saucy. So all of these skills, all of these soft skills, communication, problem solving, negotiation skills, what again, listening, public speaking, emotional intelligence, branding, motivation, inspiration, and so many other things, leadership. So these are some of the things that you can do while you're away, and you can always find a way to incorporate it in your CV. It will matter and it will be relevant.
Wow, interesting, interesting. The conversation is still ongoing, and this is the corporate life show with McAden. We're here with Omobabinrin still discussing the matter that concern you, that concern me, and it is the topic: how to start over again after a long pause. Yes, are you in that situation? Are you in that downtime and you feel like nothing is moving, nothing seems working? A solution. How religious talk? Yes, part of it. Let me use that word for you because we'll be discussing a lot of things regarding matters that will affect you as a professional, a businessman like you or a woman out there listening to us on this conversation. So please don't forget to stay tuned to the end of this program as we will have more questions that will address your need. So, Mohamed, let's go to the next question. For LinkedIn portfolio, personal branding, where and how do you start when you have been gone? When you have been gone for a long time, how do you build your credibility over again?
Okay, so I've seen a lot of people that take break from social media and never come back. People just got tired of social media and said, I mean, those people are even on their way out as well. So as they're leaving your entry, as other people are entering, you are leaving. Don't overthink it. That's number one. Number two is connect back to your why. When you started initially, why did you start? If you ask me why I started because of impact. I said it countless of times. I didn't start because I want to make money on social media. That was not the aim. The aim of me starting out is because I have a lot of knowledge, or let me say, I love impacting knowledge. It's not like I know a lot because it is also what I also learned so somewhere. Immediately I learn it, I rush online to go and look for somebody to teach. As I'm learning, I'm teaching. As I'm learning, I'm teaching. So it's not like I have a well of knowledge, already made that I carry and say, okay, social media, let me be teaching it one by one. No, because sometimes if you give me some topics to talk about, I'll have to go and research it, read about it before I can even say anything. So the why did you join or why did you start what you're doing? Which is for me impact. For some people it is also money. Even if your own is money, it's okay, it's not a crime. So just connect back to your why. And the last one I would like to talk about is that take it one step at a time.
Mm.
Like I mentioned the other time, life will not be on the hold because of you. A lot of things have changed while you're away. So when you come back, don't try and rush yourself. Try and watch what's going on now. What's the new trend now? What's happening now? How is content being created now? What is the latest trend? Is it carousel that is now raining now, or poll, or text, or video? Study. They'll say read the room. Read the room. Don't rush. Don't say, we have been here since 1930. What do you mean? Some people say that's the way we used to do it. No, that's not the way they are now doing it. They have changed the way they are doing it. So you that you are now newly coming, you have to calm down and learn how they are doing it and take it one step at a time. Don't rush yourself. Don't say maybe because before you left you dey posting 3 times a day and now that you come you want to continue that 3 times. You might not be able to keep up with that energy. Remember that you're just starting out. So you might just give yourself some grace to say, okay, let me start with one post, gradually two, then I move to three, and that's it.
Interesting. Interesting. The last part for me is just funny. Don't rush. If you rush it, what? You rush out. Thank you very much, Minta. It's been an interesting conversation. And if you're out there, please pick the points, pick the principles, and learn from it. No matter your case around starting afresh, you can actually pick one or two things that will benefit you from this conversation. And I will also employ you not to be selfish about this conversation, listening alone. You can call in friends, you can share the links with groups wherever you belong to. Let them join us on this conversation tonight. Is how do you start over again? That is a matter of importance. So you must place that importance, that priority to help someone start over again. Now, the next question is something very critical. Everyone have this mindset of I'm behind. Somebody said something. I think that used to be my mentor. He said, "COVID happened to put everyone on the same spot and the best one again." But now some people are still not. They still not be able to pick up from where they stopped.
Yeah.
Now, how do you silence that inner thoughts that I am behind? Starting over again. Now this time around, don't just give us from an aspect of being a professional in an employed job. You can give us general view in life, in business, in life, in family matters. Give us general view. Let it be relatable to every audience out there. Thank you.
Okay. The first thing is nobody's behind
Hmm.
on the pedestal. Nobody's behind. If we have 7 people running a race, all of the 7 I do not say it's a kind of people.
Yeah,
All the 7 people cannot be first.
that's
There is no running race or athletes competition that I've watched that 7 people started running and all those 7 people became first. And I think that's one of the things we need to embrace in life. They will say know it and know peace. So once you know it and know peace, you know that everybody cannot be on the same level. So whichever level you find yourself, accept your fate and keep working on it. That's the truth. For instance, where I work, I have someone that they employ us the same day. Not really the same day, they employ us the same day, but she deferred her employment for 1 month. I resumed immediately, she resumed a month after. So literally they employ us on the same day. Now, in your own eyes, right? You say we started from the same point.
Yeah.
Let me explain to you. Number one, before she joined the organization, she has her MSc already. Number two, Before she joined the organization, she has worked with something we call the Big Four. I don't know whether you know the Big Four, audit firm.
Mm.
The likes of PwC, Deloitte, what's the name of this? S and Young, KPMG. Those are the people they call for the Big Four. And if you know the accounting world very well, you know that those people that work with this organization always have an upper hand,
Mm.
always have an upper edge. Because they are exposed to so many things that you are working in a small place or in a corporate firm, you will not be exposed to. So they call them hot cake. Anywhere they go, they always because of that leverage. Do you understand? Because the kind of work they do expose them to it's like they have vast experience because of the kind of environment they are working. So now she worked with I think she worked with Elsa Young before she joined, and she also has a master's. Now me, I did not work with any before, and I did not have my master's. But they employed us on the same day, on the same grade. In your mind now, you'll be thinking we start on the no, we did not start on from the same point. So you need to understand so ourselves. Do you understand? So some years after we got employed, she got promotion. She got it's not one promotion, it's not two, it's not three, it's like fifth, like five times promotion from where she was, where we both are. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now, a typical person will want to feel better. Ah, is it not this photo that the employers but looking, being truthful to yourself will help you, will save you a lot of headache.
Mm.
Do you understand? Now, there's another thing I did not mention. When she came, the kind of job they gave her is different from the kind of job they gave her. They gave her job based on her own experience of where she's coming from. And when there was a role that was open, a vacancy that was open, she was more suitable because she's in it. She has been doing something related.
Mm.
Let me explain. It's like they employ us into this house now. They employ me as a cook. They employ another person as laundryman, right? Now, when they now want to do party, maybe our boss now want to do a big party.
Yeah.
But now there's a bigger role which is cooking for the larger.
Another number.
Who will they pick? Is it the chef or the laundry person?
Of course, the chef. Of course. Interesting.
But it doesn't mean that the chef is better than the laundry person.
Mhm.
But there is an advantage, there is a leverage
Mm.
because chef has been cooking. It is only reasonable that you pick somebody that has been cooking before in the house. Come and cook for a larger days, Abi.
Mhm.
And if you are a laundry person, it doesn't mean that you are not better, you are not doing well. It just means that there is no opportunity for you at that time.
Mm.
Do you understand? If the boss now wants to open a laundry factory or a laundry shop, they can now say, okay, laundry man, you come and go and head that place. But as long as they are catering for people, it is the chef they will call. So she has that three solid advantage ahead of me. And I am not with that. When she got from there, she told me, I called her, I congratulated her, I saw her in church the next day or some days after. I went to her, I congratulated her, I hugged her, and I prayed for her, and that's it. I was not with that. Even to today, I am not. Because I understand that wherever Felix Funke Adedua will say something, she will say, you might be age mates, we are not grace mates.
Mm. Interesting.
We might enter the job the same day. No, we are not mates. Do you understand? So don't ever think you are left behind. You are where God wants you to be better. You are where your experience or your skills or your capacity has placed you better. Yoruba will say, "Agba Ọlọ́run ìsinmi." So it's better you accept your fate so that you will not get one problem and you will not get unnecessarily agitated and bitter over something that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So on a norm, you think some people you pick up from the same place and you're running to the people are not on the same level. Some people they have more capacity than you, they have trained more than you, they have done a lot of coaching more than you. Maybe it's the international coach that is even coaching them. You that you have one in the bag and people that is so
Yeah.
in this life, don't compare yourself with people. You are where
Mm.
you are and you are where God wants you to be better. And that's
Mm.
it.
Interesting. Interesting. Emotions are captured there, and don't feel bad. You are where you are, based on where God wants you to be, and based on your competency. Thank you very much,
maybe the last 10 years to 15 years. Before now, there was nothing like emotional intelligence. So if you have been out of job for that long and you came and they are asking you about emotional intelligence and you are not saying anything, you don't know it, you don't understand what they are saying, then there is a problem. So that's why I said, even though you are away, you might not be doing something related directly to your technical skill, but make sure that you yourself, you have some skill that you can present. For instance, sometimes I apply for some of my accounting roles in other organizations, and I see them writing coaching skill. They write coaching as a skill. Yes, they will say they want someone that has coaching and mentoring skill. Sometimes they even write leadership skill. Somebody that has the ability to teach other people, to train other people, to coach other people. Because I am not. If they are getting new entry, I should be able to coach them and teach them that okay, this is working. Because it's not everybody that can do that. You will ask some people to go and understudy some people to be a disaster completely. So now employers are looking for people who do not just have the technical skill, but have some related skill. Because sometimes I put it in my CV that I have been coaching for 10 years, I've been coaching this, I've been doing this. Because you think it's not related to your job, but they need it because it's part of the skill they say they need. So even though you don't have related skill to your in your technical area, you can acquire other skills that you can use to negotiate yourself. For instance, this coaching skill we are talking about, a lot of times, even the managers, they want to do training, they want to organize training, they need a facilitator within the staff. And everybody say, no, no, I don't want to, I cannot. And you're saying, I can do it. And you step in. So they need people who are bold enough to, take the lead when it comes to training, program facilitation. So you can use that to do what? Negotiate your way in to say, I can do this and this and this and this. And I can help you to do this. I know how to put together PowerPoint presentation. I know how to do this. I know how to coordinate. I know how to conflict resolution.
Mm.
These are some of the things that we really don't pay attention to. Conflict, I know how to manage conflict. And you're able to explain the process and everything, and they're like, wow. So that means that if we have a major conflict in this organization, you can actually have it for us, and you're saying yes. So even though it's not related to the law work you came to do, it's not related to the IT work you're doing, but you have something extra. In fact, it can even be something that other people do not have, that you have, that you can now use to negotiate your way into the employment. So that's the way to work. You cannot come with nothing and expect something. So you need to have something to offer, whether it's directly related to your career or not. You need to have something tangible to offer to your employer before they can now, look at you and are willing to pay you the salary.
Hmm. Interesting. So you can't come in without nothing. I love the summary of that question. You can't come in without nothing. So what are you doing? Are you building capacity while you are away? So build capacity so that competency can be found in you. Thank you very much, Omobabinrin, for that response. Let's quickly move on to the next question because of our time. Our time is fast spent, and moving on to the next question. This time around, we're looking at business owners, founders of startups and the likes. So for founders, we're starting a venture. For founders, we're starting a venture. How do you test if your pre-course idea is still viable, or if it is smarter to pivot using lessons from your lifetime?
Okay. So it's if I get the question right, it typically says that how do startups, founders, and the entrepreneurs, business owners know whether it is ideal for them to take a break?
Okay, let me just rephrase the question this way.
Okay.
For founders, we're starting a venture. They've started already, but they
Okay.
took a course.
Okay.
Maybe financial issues, mismanagement, or the likes. So for them, how do you test if your pre-course idea is still viable? The
Okay.
idea you had then is it still viable
Viable in the market.
in the market?
Okay.
So how, or if it is smarter to pivot using lessons from previous experience?
Oh, okay. So I'll say the answer is very simple: market research.
Hmm.
So if you are away for a while and you're coming back, don't just continue from where you stop. Like I said, a lot of things will have changed. Maybe that idea is no longer um, in vogue again, and people no longer no longer, you vibe with it again. Let me use that word. So you're coming with, for instance, now uh, let me use in the word of women. So we have extension, we have attachment, something we call extension attachment. And there was a time that there are some kind of attachment that are raining because of the kind of hairstyle that are raining at that point. But after some time, a lot of things changed. People started using wig, lace wig, this one frontal, this and that, and it has changed. So if things has changed before you come in back, you will know if you do market research. So market research helps you to know what is on ground, what are the needs of people, what are they interested in at the moment. If I still bring this old idea, will it sell? Will people embrace it? Will they like it? Is it something that is still viable? So market research is just the solution to that. Do your research before you launch out again. Use questionnaire, use survey, go into the market, look at your competitors figure, look at their operational activities, ask questions, get an insider, make enquiries, and by the time you finish all of that, you will be able to conclude whether you can still continue with what you were doing initially, or you need to pivot to something else entirely.
All right, thank you very much. That is straightforward answer to that question. So let's quickly move on to the next question. Many regain momentum. Many regain momentum, then stall again. How do you prevent the second crash after the initial comeback high fades?
Okay, sometimes it's okay now. Okay, so how do you prevent a second crash? I think when you are coming back, come back ready. Don't come back accidentally. Are you just going to abandon it like that? Will you not do anything about it again? Go back to it now. Don't go back because people are pressurizing you.